So dismounting a tire, it's a good idea to leave them sitting in the sun so the tire's softer and easier to break down. You want to make sure you pull out your 3 bead locks. This is what holds the tire on the rim so the tire won't debead. Then we put it in the bead breaker, push down on it like that, break your speed, flip it over to do the other side. This is a dismounting tool. We call them tire scissors for short. One way takes them off and the other way puts them on. So when you're taking the tire loose, you just put this into the tire and then it catches onto the lip of the bead to hold it in place. So you put the disc in that holds it in place. You push the tire over a little bit so you get a gap here. Put that in there, drop your pin in, and then when you pull it over like this, the pin drops in place. Then you're ready to dismount the bead off the wheel. You just simply open it up and the tire dismounts. Then you have the other side to take off and get it past the, there we go. I like just kind of pulling them off if you can, but you can also use the tool. Stick the tool in there. This is a little bit harder to do. You got to be careful as it will damage the wheels too. So you can just pry out a little bit and it pops the wheel right out. I like to just put my knee on it, put a little twist into it, and it pops right out usually. When mounting the tire onto the wheel, sometimes we put a little soapy water on it and it makes it slide on easier. But you put this in at an angle and I just push down and it should just pop in if you give it a little push. And then get the valve stem past the bead. It's in place. We flip it over. Take the disc from the tool, the scissor tool. Take the disc, drop the disc in place, and it sits in place like that. So we want to pull the tire away where you have a little gap here. And then the tool, you have these 2 black plastic pieces. They go on the bottom where they lock into the wheel when you put it in place. So I always drop my pin in and then I set it in place, push down on the tire a little bit and then push up to the wheel and then the pin should drop in. So now it's locked in place here. So open the scissors up. I always turn it at an angle like that. It's just easier. And you push this out and it pushes the tire down onto the wheel as you push it around. And pull your disc out and you have a mounted tire.
To finish mounting your tires, continuously add air pressure to your tires using an air compressor until you hear 2 loud pops, which is the tire seating to the rim. It doesn't always pop, but it usually does. Watch the arrow. There's 1. And there's 2. After that, I remove one of the bead locks to let all of the air out. I screw them all back in, set your air pressure, and you're good to go. I hope this helps. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.